Have you ever felt that nagging sense of unease, that feeling of being perpetually behind, constantly chasing the next notification, the next email, the next dopamine hit? It's like our brains are buzzing with a million different thoughts, flitting from one thing to another, never truly settling, never truly present. You're not alone. We live in a world saturated with information, a world of constant stimulation, a world that can often leave us feeling overwhelmed, scattered, and ultimately powerless. This superstimulation, this constant barrage of information, is often the hidden culprit behind our struggles with focus, productivity, and even our overall sense of well-being. It's not about laziness, it's about a brain that's constantly being pulled in 1,000 different directions, like a puppet on strings, each string representing another demand on our attention. Think about your typical day. You wake up, perhaps already reaching for your phone to check emails or social media. Throughout the day, you're bombarded with notifications, news updates, advertisements, and the endless scroll of information that seems to follow us everywhere. It's like we're living in a digital casino, constantly surrounded by flashing lights and enticing sounds, designed to keep us engaged, to keep us hooked. And this constant engagement, this constant stimulation, takes a toll. It depletes our mental resources, fragments our attention, and leaves us feeling drained, even exhausted at the end of the day. It's like running a marathon in our minds, constantly sprinting from one thought to the next, never truly finding a moment of rest. Now let's delve deeper into the science behind this. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. This is a fundamental principle of human behavior, deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. But in our hyper-connected world, this delicate balance between pleasure and pain has become distorted. We're flooded with so much easily accessible pleasure, so much instant gratification, that our brains become desensitized to it. It's like we're developing a tolerance to dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. We need more and more stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction, leading to a vicious cycle of craving and consumption. Imagine a seesaw, perfectly balanced. On one side, you have pleasure derived from meaningful activities, accomplishments that require effort, the deep satisfaction of a job well done. On the other side, you have pain, the discomfort of pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones, the temporary frustration of learning something new. In a healthy, balanced brain, these two forces work in harmony. But when we become addicted to instant gratification, the seesaw tips dramatically. The pleasure side becomes overloaded with quick hits of dopamine from social media, video games, and the endless stream of readily available entertainment, while the pain side remains relatively empty. This creates a dopamine imbalance, a state of constant craving, leaving us feeling restless, unfulfilled, and perpetually seeking the next fleeting moment of pleasure. It's like trying to quench our thirst with salt water. The more we drink, the thirstier we become. So, how do we break free from this cycle? How do we rebalance the seesaw and reclaim control of our minds? It begins with awareness. It begins with recognizing the subtle ways in which superstimulation is impacting our lives. Ask yourself, how much time do you spend each day scrolling through social media? How often do you check your email? How many notifications do you receive in an hour? Simply becoming aware of these patterns can be a powerful first step. It's like shining a light on a hidden corner of our minds, illuminating the habits and behaviors that are holding us back. The next step is to become more conscious of what we consume. Think of the information you take in as food for your brain. Are you feeding it a balanced diet of nutritious, thought-provoking content? Or are you stuffing it with the mental equivalent of junk food? Empty calories that provide temporary satisfaction, but leave you feeling empty and unfulfilled in the long run. Just as we choose what we put into our bodies, we need to be mindful of what we put into our minds. We need to be selective about the information we consume, prioritizing content that aligns with our values, our goals, and our desire for growth. And just as important as what we consume is what we create and share. Sharing our knowledge, our insights, and our experiences is a powerful way to solidify our learning, to connect with others, and to contribute to the collective intelligence. It's like planting a seed and watching it grow, nurturing it with care and attention, and then sharing its fruits with the world. But controlling our input is only one piece of the puzzle. We also need to retrain our brains to find pleasure and effort in the satisfaction of accomplishing challenging tasks, in the quiet joy of deep focus. This is where the power of physical activity comes in. Exercise is not just about physical health. It's a powerful tool for mental well-being. When we exercise, our brains release endorphins, natural mood boosters, that help to regulate our dopamine levels and restore balance to the pleasure-pain seesaw. Regular physical activity, even something as simple as a brisk walk in nature, can have a profound impact on our ability to focus, our mood, and our overall sense of well-being. It's like hitting the reset button on our brains, clearing away the mental clutter and allowing us to approach our tasks with renewed energy and focus. And as we work to rebalance our dopamine levels and reclaim our focus, we also need to cultivate a growth mindset. This means embracing the idea that we are constantly learning and evolving, that challenges are opportunities for growth, and that effort is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary ingredient for success and self-realization. It's about shifting our perspective from "I can't do this" to "I'm still learning," from "I'm not good enough" to "I'm getting better every day." This simple shift in mindset can have a profound impact on our willingness to persevere, our ability to overcome obstacles, and ultimately, our ability to achieve our goals. It's like transforming from a fixed mindset, where we believe our abilities are static and unchanging, to a growth mindset, where we embrace the possibility of continuous improvement and see challenges as stepping stones on the path to mastery. This video, while packed with information and insights, is not a magic bullet. It's not a quick fix for all your focus and productivity woes. It's a starting point, a guide to help you understand the underlying mechanisms that contribute to superstimulation and its impact on your ability to focus, to think clearly, and to live a more fulfilling life. The real work, the real change, happens when you take this knowledge and apply it to your own life. When you make a conscious decision to take control of your input, to prioritize meaningful activities, to cultivate a growth mindset, and to embrace the power of effort. It's like being given a map to a hidden treasure. The map itself won't get you there, but it provides the guidance and direction you need to embark on the journey. Remember that feeling of being completely absorbed in an activity, lost in the flow of the moment? Perhaps it was while working on a creative project, playing a musical instrument, or engaging in a meaningful conversation. What was it about that experience that captured your attention so completely? Was it the challenge, the sense of accomplishment, the connection with others, the sheer joy of being present in the moment? These are the experiences we need to cultivate, the experiences that bring true and lasting satisfaction, the experiences that nourish our minds and souls. These are the experiences that help us to rebalance the pleasure-pain seesaw and reclaim control of our lives. Start small. Choose one area of your life where you feel most overwhelmed by superstimulation. Perhaps it's your phone usage, your social media habits, or your consumption of news. Identify one small, achievable change you can make in that area. Maybe it's turning off notifications for a specific period each day, creating a dedicated workspace free from distractions, or setting aside time for mindful activities like meditation or spending time in nature. Whatever it is, make it small, make it achievable, and make it consistent. Small changes, compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. It's like building a house, brick by brick, laying a solid foundation for lasting change. This is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks, there will be challenges, but the key is to keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. The power to change your life, to reclaim your focus, and to live a more fulfilling life lies within you. It's about making conscious choices, about cultivating healthy habits, and about embracing the power of effort. It's about understanding that true fulfillment comes not from instant gratification, but from the satisfaction of overcoming challenges, from the joy of learning and growing, and from the connection with something larger than ourselves. So take a deep breath, embrace the journey, and remember, the mind is a garden. What you cultivate will grow.